Hello, viewers. Welcome to another episode on the struggles of an MC. And today on the show, we have a queen in the house. I'm not gonna introduce her. I'll let the queen introduce herself.
Hi viewers. I go by the name BQueen Voca, also the Black Queen, BOCA. You get it?
The Black Queen. I've been wondering what does the B stands for. I've been hearing the B Queen. So the Black Queen.
Yeah, it is.
Alright. I've known you for years. I think I've known you for more than a decade, and you've been keeping it real, like 100 with the hip hop thing, and a little bit of singing attached to it. So tell me, how long? I know you've been doing this a lot longer than I know you. So how long have you been on this journey?
I started writing when I was 9, but I recorded my first song when I was 13. So roughly 17
years in the game. Wow, that's a nice one. It's been a long time coming.
A long time, really long time. Once you think of it.
So, growing up as an emcee, those early stages, who were those that inspired you to actually pick up the mic? Like, is it a male rapper or a female rapper who really inspired you?
Okay, growing up, I'm actually one random listener, though. I listen to varieties of good music, but then my brothers do play a lot of Rick Ross, Lil Wayne, Birdman, Nicki, and Busta Rhymes. I guess those set of people decided to shape my sound and also teach me a few things that I know today. So I would give them that credit.
That's what's up. A lot of people have different definitions for hip hop. So what's your own definition for hip hop?
Hip hop for me is intellectual music, a music with purpose, a music with a motive, good mission, of course, a music that surrounds everything you feel, your emotions, your pain, your fears, your tears, all those things. So to me, hip hop is a message deliverer, an accurate message deliverer.
Hip hop and rap is dominated by like male rappers, So being a female, doing something that's dominated by the males, like what are those challenges, you deal with and you feel other femcees are also going through?
Well, the first one should be there are certain lyrics that when I put out, somebody will say, it's too good for a female, or should I say, this is not a female inclined lyrics. They make such statements. But music is music. I don't think there are inspiration that comes to females differently and there are inspiration that comes to male differently. It's just the way you are being created. It's just the way you think. It's just your thoughts. Another challenge is, I don't know, but sometimes they play this is because she's a female kind of game, disrespecting hard work and consistency, and it's not a good thing. I don't get certain opportunities because I'm a female. I get certain opportunities because I've worked hard for it. And I feel a lot of females are also being placed in that line. When these females make these big moves, they tend to say, now because she be girl kind of thing.
Yeah.
And all those. So we have challenges when it comes to financing, putting out the music the way you want to feel. You end up rephrasing your lyrics because you want it to sound ladylike for some people, but for me, I don't really care. I put it the way I feel. And then you end up trying to prove to people that it's my hard work that got me here, not any other means.
I like that, the hard work, because I believe everybody should earn their spots or their stripes by their hard work. Recently in Nigeria hip-hop scene, there's this beef that's been going around and trending between Black Bones and Odumodu Black. And of recently, Odumodu even tweeted something about MI, saying he lost his respect. So what's your take about that beef? And I don't know, do you have a take on that?
Moving through the whole scene, I would say the main picture is not out there. We are just being left with hints, and I'm not the type that assume without getting the full story. I know Black Bones dropped a diss track, yes, which was cool, everybody vibe, because music is music, you have to vibe to it. But Odumodu himself said it's not about music that is more personal. So for me, until they both come out to say this is what it is, this is the main cause of the whole thing, I don't really have a take on any of it.
A lot of rappers have different opinions about Odumodu. You know, I've seen comments online. Some feel he's a very good rapper, especially with the pidgin, like the indigenous part of rap. And on the other side, some rappers think he's whack. What's your take about Odumodu's music? What's your take on that?
First off, I don't think anyone has the spreadsheet for defining what is good and what is not good when it comes to music, because we all have different ears and different feel. For me, he's doing exactly what his talent is supposed to do. It does not need to sound like what have been there. It does not need to sound something that you're expecting it to be hardcore and all that, but it's not. It's like, let me give you a rough example. The normal Nigerian jollof rice. When you go to 10 houses, you don't eat the same taste of jollof rice. You don't complain. You only say this is sweet, this is spicy, this, you understand?
Yeah.
So the main notes should be them maybe saying, if they say them, they don't understand his sound or they don't resonate with it. Now that's them. But for few people, they like it that way. Like for me, I appreciate his music. I appreciate his craft. I like the way he thinks, the way he infused the melody, that tiny high notes that he normally does.
Yeah.
Trust me, it's not something a random person would just think of. And creativity beats it for me. As long as you are doing something that somebody else is not doing at that time, trust me, you're a genius. Because thinking outside the box is very difficult.
That's what's up.
This is really difficult. So for me, he's great. He's doing great.
I like that. You are signed to Black Roots record label, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Before you were signed to Black Roots record label, you were doing your music independently.
Yeah.
Now, you have been experienced on both sides, like being an independent artist and being under a record label. So if you were to advise the up-and-coming femcees, that are looking up to you and want to really do this thing, will you advise them to, like, some people feel they want to do their thing independently, some people feel they want to be under a label. Now you have both experiences, so will you advise them to be under a label or to go the independent way?
Okay, first off, I would say do whatever works, but then just for the note, if you are somebody that lacks patience, if you are somebody that wants things to be done as hot as it comes, you want to drop your music immediately, if you're somebody, the labels do not do that because they tend to go through the market. It's now a bigger, it's no longer just your passion per se. So if you are somebody that knows that you don't like to be controlled, you don't like to be advised, you go through just you want things, you feel your feeling is perfect, you don't want any other thing, then joining a label is not for you. You can flow independently and you can do it well. So the FMCs just need to, or the musical artists in general, you just need to understand your person first before you decide. I for one, my label have little or no restrictions for me because you can see me dropping covers and all those things. They understand how the game works. They are understanding, let's say they do it like a whole family. Some might not be opportunity to get into a label like that.
Yeah.
So you definitely have to know your level of understanding as a person before you decide what you want to do or which area you want to specialize in. Independent is cool. You tend to record, but when you start thinking about the finances, if you're able to get sponsors, because there are people that are not signed to labels, but they have good sponsors, good management, partnership deals. That is like the perfect combo. But if you're not able to, and you know that you need financial backing, then label is for you. But if you don't have that level of patience and understanding, please just stay independent and push your thing regardless.
That's what's up. So I've listened to a couple of your songs, and talking about songs like Owo Ni Koko and others, and I really love those songs. So apart from singles, have you put out a project like an EP, an album, Have you put out any project, or is there any we should be anticipating?
Yeah, I did. I did put out an EP earlier. If Color Was a Person, Owoni Koko was included in it. Owoni Koko, Egu, Peace. But for next year, 2026, I don't want to drop an album yet.
Okay.
I don't want that count. I'm already done counting my years of being in the game. I don't want an album count too. I will just put out EPs. I think 2 EPs. I should put out 2 EPs next year on different emotions. So yeah, singles and EPs next year, definitely. Maybe album 2027 when I'm more solidified into the big market.
I like that. So being a FMC, you know, are there other FMCs that you can recommend, like you feel they're really keeping it real with the hip hop thing? Let's say in northern Nigeria.
Yeah, I recently came across this lady. I think her name is Ruma.
Yeah,
Ruma, yeah, she's good. Then there is also Tijani. I think I made a post about her. Tijani. There's one other girl, is it Mide or so? I think that's in Abuja, Mida.
Okay.
Then in Kaduna, there's Glamour, of course. Glamour still, but she's not around though. I think, and Carries Noah.
Yeah.
Yeah, keeping the gospel alive.
That's what's up.
I would recommend those.
So I don't know, you know, whenever someone hits the show on the struggles of an MC, you know, we like them to bless us with a little bit of bars, you know. Let's feel something for the Queen. I don't know. Can we get something from the Queen?
Elisa Festa. I'm not a freestyle rapper. I'm more of a writing rapper, but let's do this. So I asked myself, am I right now in the spotlight? I asked myself deep down, do I really get it right? I thought maybe 1-2 songs I would blow up right, but this is me still fighting up for the spotlight. I'm that armor, put my shine, I'm still that knight. Everything keeps on glaring, but it's still right. Now, they told you, never give up on your dreams, fight for it. But this is me, 1, 2, 3, I'm still on for it. 17 years, I just counted, that's a lot of it. A little things, dude, what's they laughing? But that's part of it. Now tell me, how many times do I get the stone cold ages shooting stars every time like a stone cold pages, flipping magazines? I'm not talking about pages, I'm talking about gunshots, I'm not talking about sages. Blah, 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 put everything, now put it on my ankle. Everything, every shot, I take on that ammo. Everything that I do, I still want on more. Yeah, Black Queen. Sounds of Black Root. That's a tree, and we go like coop cab. I see the sacking many soldiers, but I'm number one. They can sack up in the globals. No, you can never see me fall, never. You can never see me asking what's the next weather. You can never see me asking who's the best better. No, I don't do that. I just own up my cheddars, bars for bars. Now don't bet I they spit. Said that before. I'm still jimmying up legit. Never, 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 never.
Oh my goodness. Did you hear that? Damn, your FMCs better be putting up some work, man. Because she's already slaying your... Alright, Queen B, that's some fire bars. Those are some fire bars coming off the top. I really respect that. So can you share your social media handles? You know, I know a lot of people might want to go check you out, you know, to get more of those juice and all that.
Alright, so on all socials is BVoca_music, like BVOCA_MUSIC. Then for my Facebook personal page is BQueen Voca, BQueen Voca.
So you know, we represent the city of KD in northern Nigeria. So can you give us a list of your top 5 rappers that you feel they got what it takes in the city of Kaduna?
Okay, number 1, my favorite uncle, D'dam my guy for life. Number 2, Lucent, of course, my label mate. That guy is really good. Watchley. Number 3, not because you're here.
I appreciate
but
that.
Because you're keeping it real.
Appreciate that.
And then for the gospel side, I think we have Bruta Pace. He's doing his thing too as well. He's really good. Then, of course, please, this is like double entry. Carries and Glamour, my girls, they're doing really good.
Okay. when you just gave me your list, something came up to my head, and I gotta ask you this. D'dam is on that list.
Yes.
And you dissed him.
No, thing is, I'm not a bad person. I appreciate good. See, no, regardless of whatever, you might be my enemy today, and then when I see a spotlight that you totally fit in, I'll put you there. I feel hating on somebody or having an issue with somebody does not have to touch their bread. Please don't be that wicked. So D'dam is good. I can't change that fact.
Okay.
He's really good with his thing, and the whole thing was not really a beef. I just wanted to keep the industry shaking, but I didn't get a reply. But
you actually shaked it.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't even expecting a reply. After all, he's an uncle. Our uncles do not reply us anyway. Yeah. So I wasn't expecting that.
No, you actually shaked it, because a lot of people, when he said what he said, a lot of people replied him with a diss track, and you have one of the most responded, the one that got the most engaged, and that you got the most engaged diss track of all the guys that responded. So you actually shook the table.
And let me tell you the funny part. I filtered that rap.
Okay.
I had the ones I had. Sorry, the ones I had were worse than the one I dropped.
Okay.
My producer body was like, "You have personal beef with this guy." I said, "No, I don't know why my head is thinking this bad. Okay, let me change it. I had to change it because I didn't want it to look personal, but it was nothing personal."
I like that. And that's to tell you, I used to say this, people used to need to understand certain things about hip-hop, okay? Just because maybe you see what Slay doing battle rap with somebody doesn't mean we have problem. Doesn't mean just because I drop a diss track doesn't mean we have beef. Sometimes it's just part of the game. It's the sports. And hip hop is like exercising the brain. Just doing something to keep the culture alive. So like she said, you all heard, man. A lot of people might think, when Voca dropped that stuff, these guys are having problems. Nah, they cool. So we've come to the end of this episode on the struggles of an MC. So keep viewing, keep commenting, keep liking, keep sharing. Let us know who you want to see on the struggles of the MC as the next guest. So thanks for always tuning in, and peace and love. We out like that.
Bye. Thank you.